action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Will MP has made it a point to become the best player in his conference, and he's let everyone know about it, too. He wants in that game badly.
All-star games in this league are special, and you can't fault MP for wanting to pursue being the unanimous best player in his conference. The story to watch here, I think, is how this changes the defensive approach against him. We might be seeing some elevated intensity with MP on the court. I'm excited to see how he fights to win in those matchups.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Deadly backcourt pair of Booker and Beal. Sharp out there with Durant, and it's done in at the small forward. And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Thanks, guys. Well, this team is coming off their championship season, led, of course, by MP. But he's not letting that coast over into this season. MP told me it's a new season, and we're not letting up. We're just as hungry for that next ring as we were for the first. Guys?
Now you can tell, DA, sounds like MP is ready to do it all over again. Curry, wide open. No good on the three. Phoenix has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Dunn kicks to Booker. Back to Dunn. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Well, let's just sit back and admire the brilliance of Kevin Durant. He makes these floaters look easy.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list.
What an incredible first year for MP. Named to the all-rookie first team.
And last season, MP was one of the very best rookies. In this second season, the expectation is that he continues to grow his game.
It was a storybook ending for MP's rookie season. Greg, winning finals MVP, so special.
And Kevin, I'm not sure how you top that, but we'll see what MP has up his sleeve for his sophomore campaign.
Well, last season, what a start to MP's career. Coming out on top of his rookie class.
And the adjustment to the NBA game seemed minor for MP. The speed is very different than the college game, but he put in the work and understood his assignment coming in. Very impressive.
Now here's Booker, and a wide-open look for Portis. Hands it from downtown.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. You take a look at Merrill, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic. And, of course, Stephen Curry, another player that shoots extremely well from the free throw line.
And how about the work both of them put in from the foul line? Just such a consistent, dependable performance from both.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KD, send it back.
Good. A nice assist from Booker. KD's got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Butler is screen on KD. Back to MP. To end the run. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Kicked his pocket. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Shot's good from Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Now here's Booker. Outside Durant. Fires from deep. Curry with the rebound. Warriors trail by 10. And with that, let's go over to DA with a report on MP.
Thanks, guys. As you know, we have quite a battle at the center position tonight with potential all-star implications. When I asked MP about it, he said, first and foremost, it's about getting the win for my team. And if that means dominating at my position, that's what I'm going to do. Should be quite a matchup. Guys?
He sounds like a guy on a mission, doesn't he, David? Thank you very much. And again, it's the Suns missing.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
MP finds Curry. Here's Butler. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Butler's got his second bucket of the night.
This is where Jimmy Butler most comfortable. You allow him into a mid-range jumper and turn the lights out.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Beal. And the rejection by MP. And Curry has it in the corner. Shot on the wing. Again, Golden State.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And here's KD for three. That shot off the mark. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns ahead, leading by... For the Warriors, MP comes in for Kuminga. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Moses Moody. Kevin Durant's checked in for the Suns. Dunn comes in for Grayson Allen. Suns leading by 6. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Dunn is out there with Durant. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Shed in at the point. It's hauled in by MP. And so, MP will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Phoenix has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And the rejection by MP. Shooter passes to MP. Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. MP with the bounce pass. The three. Second shot opportunity. Push in. No stopping MP.
That plays about two things, effort and awareness by MP to track down the board and get the bucket.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Here's Beal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game. And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
KD looking around. Durant down the lane. It's good. Durant's got 8.
Well, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Curry finds MP. Back to Curry. Pass to MP. Butler with the ball. Out guarded by Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And if he still gets the shot in the air, other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
Sharp's checked in for Portis.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Sharp the pass to Booker. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through, what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working. And the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent, they want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team. The threes keep coming in the illustrious career of one Mr. Stephen Curry. Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And Doris, one guy who rarely has an off night, Devin Booker.
He has been the model of consistent excellence, Kevin. This guy's so efficient, so productive, all about winning. I am not sure Devin Booker gets the credit he deserves for the level he's at every night.
Curry can't get it to go. Suns leading by 5. Outside, KD. Now here's Beal. He's defended by Podziemski. Outside, Beal. Booker outside. Got it up. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half as they tack on another three to their lead.
And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big...
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the Suns. That is more than enough of a...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with MP, and it's Moody in at the 3 slot. That's Steve Kerr's 5 as we get into the second half.
What you appreciate most about Curry is his confidence, especially when it comes to how far he can connect from.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Sharp with a screen on Curry. Booker, no good. Warriors trail by 6. Curry passes to Butler. Oh, no, stop and die that time.
This guy making his presence felt. Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Durant for 3, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Here's Curry, and it's sent back by KD.
I think it's probably the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's game. He's elite defensively and sends that shot back. Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Moody finds MP. MP sets the screen for Curry. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. Suns leading by 4. Pass to Booker. Outside, Beal. Sharp sets the pick for Beal. And it's off from 3-point range.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
And the dunk by MP.
Oh, to have young legs. MP gets off his feet in a hurry for that finish.
For Phoenix, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Booker looking around. Dunn left side. Outside for Durant. Clock at 4. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. KD's got 11 points.
KD, if you allow him to spot up, the easy money sniper will not miss.
MP passes to Curry. Three-pointer. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. Zadorius, when you look at the whole package, is Durant a one-of-a-kind player in your opinion?
Well, we certainly have guys with that size, but this is a player who can literally play every single position on the floor. The size, 7 foot. The ball skills, the shooting, the playmaking, the decision-making. I am not sure we will ever see another Durantula, the great one, Kevin Durant. If Devin Booker's cooking, it's a wrap, folks. This guy makes the game look easy.
Butler on the way. Beal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Green is checked in for the Warriors. MP against Durant. MP sets the screen for Schroeder.
One thing Dennis Schroeder has proven is that he can be an effective player whether he's starting or coming off the bench.
So Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Green. It's hauled in by the Suns. Setting the floor for the Suns. Durant is out there with Dunn. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. KD against Kuminga. 5 to shoot. There's the block, just stops it cold and takes possession. Schroeder finds MP. Back to Schroeder. To the middle, stolen by Durant. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
And one of the best things about Kevin Durant is he simply locks in on exactly what's in front of him at the moment. If that means working at practice, that's what he does. If that's competing at a high level in the game, that's what he does.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Butler, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Moses Moody comes in for Kuminga. Podziemski, he's checked in for Rollins. And Curry subbed in for Dennis Schroeder.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And let's quickly check the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
They've also done a heck of a job at the free throw line tonight. Good aggression has led to a number of easy chances and points at the line.
MP kicks to Curry. MP with a screen on Booker. Curry can't get it to go.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
MP sets the screen for Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Outside Durant for the 3. Kevin Durant, bullseye, money on the 3.
How competitive is Kevin Durant? You make a 3, I'll make one right in your eye.
They set the screen. MP finds Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State. Pass to Podziemski. MP with a screen on down. 4 on the clock. Moody the pass to MP. KD with it. Back to Booker. Lets it go with the three. The shot by KD. No good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
MP dishes to Curry. Back to MP. Banked in off the glass.
A great sign for MP in his career. The ability to convert in traffic.
Phoenix leading by 7. And Booker takes to Beal. Durant wide open. He fires. And the three ball is good.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Suns.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for KD.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. 15 foul. Shooting for Phoenix.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, you want to continue to build the lead, so a very productive trip to the line right there.
For your Warriors, 16.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. MP passes to Curry. The three-pointer no good. So the Suns win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
Sorry, man. Tough game tonight.
Tough game tonight. Get them next time.
Look, if you want to make the All-Star team, these are the games that you got to bring it. The whole league was watching this one, MP.
I know. I ain't get it done. They're going to be gunning for you, MP. They all want the crown.
MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
Remember, fans, we have tickets available for
Oh, say does that song.
Happy weekend, everyone. It's the NBA. And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
And recently, MP has let it be known that he's aiming to outdo all of his conference peers this season and secure his spot as an all-star starter.
With a crowded field of players putting up some big numbers, MP has not been at the top of the heap. He's faltered a bit. He'll have to turn up the effort and execution further to earn the votes to put himself over the top.
Now Denver's starting five. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. And it's Murray in at the 1. And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
MP is in the spotlight tonight as we have a marquee matchup at the center spot. And I talked to MP about it. He told me, I'm not going to lie, this is a game we've been looking forward to. It's always fun to measure yourself up against other greats at your position. This is MP's chance to do that and more. Back to you.
Yeah, it's going to be a couple of heavyweights going at it tonight. Good stuff, Allie.
Well, you got to get up on Jokic defensively, but the problem is that can open up some driving.
Pass to Brown. In transition, here come the Warriors. MP finds Curry. Back to MP. Outside Butler. The 3 is up. He drops it from range. Butler's got 6.
Yeah, Butler with the quick trigger there off the catch. Nicely done.
You think of guys who play greater than their stats. Butler has got to be on that list, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the competitive nature of Jimmy Butler is the stuff of legends. Sure, sometimes it can make it tough in certain locker rooms, but coaches love his passion for winning.
Feels like a guy that's built for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
If you're looking to become a catch-and-shoot expert, Curry is the player to study. He's a master.
Pass to Brown. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Murray from outside. Gordon against Butler. Shot clock at 6. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. It's a 3-point game. Screen by MP. Releases. And there's Curry on the assist by MP. 5 points in the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Murray. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Jokic from 15 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops.
Well, this is the touch Jokic possesses. He can attack successfully from anywhere.
And the Warriors making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. And a switch here also for Denver. Hayes is checked in for Nikola Jokic. They set a pick. MP, the pass to Butler. Lots of room. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist in this one. Nuggets trail by 5. Stan, we know Jokic is one of the best passers this game has ever seen at any position, but his teammates will dish it as well.
Yeah, the Nuggets, by and large, are very unselfish. It's part of their culture. They only bring in guys who are willing to sacrifice for the team's sake. Well, Murray engineering that bucket with terrific ball movement.
MP, a screen on Porter. Moody passes to MP. Goes back up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It'll go on Michael Porter.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Well, it didn't take long for MP to establish himself as a special player in the NBA, Grant. You wonder just where he'll end up on the all-time list when it's all said and done.
And really, it's all about time for MP. He's shown he has the skills. He passes the eye test with ease. It's a matter of seeing how long he can stretch his prime to be a dominant force year after year. And that's what happens when you let MP get positioning inside.
Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Here's Murray. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. But Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, B.A. Because when Murray is healthy...
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And here's Gordon from the arc. Pass to Brown. Here's Strother. He's watched by Kuminga. Clock at 6. The 3 from Mitchell. Buries it from 3. Mitchell's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
Well, since entering the league, Gordon's really improved his offensive IQ. A better understanding of ball movement.
On the court for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Mitchell out there with Christian Brown. And it's Strother in at the 3. MP, the pass to Curry. MP, a screen on Mitchell. Curry's shot is off. Denver leading by 5. Here's Brown. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Jokic. Second chance shot. Jokic just out muscling the defense.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
Golden State has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Kuminga's shot is off. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Pass to Mitchell. Here's Strother. Gordon with a screen on Kuminga. Strother no good.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Displaying an innate ability to detect the score attempt. MP will do well to keep honing that skill.
It's Curry all the way.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
A minute 37 left in the second quarter. Denver leading by 5. Gordon outside. Jokic in the post. MP's there. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Here's Strother. Pass to Mitchell from outside the arc. Here's Jokic. The putback. Goes up again. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Warriors trail by 5. And here's Podziemski. Launches it. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
Yeah, selfless stuff on that dish from MP.
Pass to Strother. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jokic the screen. The 3 from Mitchell. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
And we've begun to see their three-point shooting slip a little this quarter.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Denver up 5. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the...
Fellas, you got to love watching teams go at it like this.
Love seeing it, Ernie. It's fun to see these teams, these fans, and us.
And turning our attention to the first half of our game tonight, bit of a rocky start for the Golden State Warriors. Thanks for tuning in.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been a clinic out there by Nikola Jokic.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Butler out there with MP. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
MP, a screen on Murray. Curry gets the bucket.
Using the mid-range area of the floor, Curry, an offensive mastermind.
Denver leading by 3. To the paint. Here's Porter. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And clearly he needs no time to warm up.
Well, the Warriors shooting the rock well at 46%. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie.
Team foul.
Murray scanning the floor. To the inside. Here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Outside Porter. Now here's Gordon. Porter with a screen on Butler. And here's Gordon from the arc. Hauled in by Curry. Curry's got 4 rebounds now. Coach, it's interesting to watch the career path of Aaron Gordon. He's gone from one role in his previous stop, then he arrives to the Nuggets in a completely different role there.
Yeah, Brian, he's become more of a 3rd or 4th guy, and he's embraced the change. Everybody wants to be that number 1 or number 2 guy, but you've got to play a role to be a winner in this league.
And it's resulted in championships.
It sure has. And the jumper of Jokic, it's almost a set shot. He's totally in control.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. Kuminga, he's checked in for Moody. Strother's checked in for the Nuggets. Here's Butler. Butler right to the heart.
It doesn't matter what angle you give him. When Butler gets inside, You know he's going to convert.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Jacks up a three. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Oh, great D that time from MP.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Denver leading by 3. Inside, here's Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Uncovered. And the jumper is good. Jokic has got 20.
Jokic's performance has been off the charts tonight. He is having a...
Some
energy out there. On the wing, Mitchell. He's covered by Curry. Oh, MP with a block. On the court for Denver. Hayes is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Tyson in at the 3. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And you also have to respect the pride they take in playing defense. They've been able to get some takeaways because of their activity level.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. The shot by Najee, no good.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
MP, the pass to Curry. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Down low. Here's Jokic. MP with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Podziemski's checked in for the Warriors. And Denver with a change here, too. Brown's checked in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And again, Denver no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Green finds MP. Curry with it. From deep. Oh, Curry from way out there.
And when it comes to Curry's range, I don't know what else we can say at this point.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They have yet to score here in the fourth. Jokic with a screen on Curry to the middle. Second chance effort, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Jimmy Butler's checked in for the Warriors. Moody comes in for Peyton.
Well, you know, a great thing about Jokic is the cohesion he brings to the team. His ball movement and teamwork are contagious.
Get Curry, get Curry.
Pass to Podziemski. Now MP. And here's Curry for 3. Offensive board. MP. Getting it done inside. MP.
They managed to get the rebound, but that's an area where they've been struggling tonight.
Denver in the lead. Here's Brown. Back to Murray. Pass to Brown. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. MP's got 9 rebounds now. Back to Curry. To take the lead. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists now in the game. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter here. Murray against Curry. Oh, MP with a block. It's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. $1:43 left in the fourth quarter here. Look at Jokic going to work inside.
Well, when you need a bucket, run the offense through Jokic.
MP finds Curry. No good on the triple. Denver is shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Murray. Here's Jokic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
And you can trust Curry in these moments. The pressure doesn't affect his shooting ability, and he knows how to deliver.
Who poked away and out of bounds. The Nuggets will take it. The Nuggets trail. Here's Porter again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Oh, deflected. Curry passes to MP. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Oh, the trifecta.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Denver's head coach was saying to the team. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
And Allie, thank you for that.
Well, that's the way Murray can create chances. That's why you want him with the ball in clutch situations.
"32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
And that's real leadership right there by MP. That is big time.
Now a timeout called by Denver. They trail by 4. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet. Boy, this lead is razor thin.
Yeah, BA, and there's a chance to extend that right here.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
And here's Jokic outside. It's rebounded by Golden State. And now we've got an intentional foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
MP, 2 shots.
And that trip coming up empty. Missing both. Pass to Brown for 3. The shot that time not on target. And so it's Golden State winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job.
Another game, another win. Yeah, have to work tomorrow. Great win tonight, MP.
I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight.
They're ready to light it up tonight.
脱力大事。
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. Here we are, Greg, looking at early returns from these teams. It's pretty revealing.
Yeah, the first few games of the season quickly tell you what you're good at. And they tell you also what you need to work on.
It's been well documented that MP is taking these matchups seriously against other opponents in this conference. You got to wonder if that hasn't provided some extra motivation.
There's a lot of guys showing out in the league right now as we work our way towards all-star selections. MP isn't in that bunch. He's got some work to do to prove that he's worthy of just even a selection at this point.
And that one's good. Hardy.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. MP out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Kuminga in at the 3 slot.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I caught up with Greg Popovich, and we talked about facing off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said, you have to compete. No one in the league plays harder than Jimmy. He's a guy who gives his all on both ends, so you can't take one possession off. Jimmy Butler, truly a two-way star. Guys?
Thanks, David. Launches a 3. They get it back. MP kicks to Kuminga. Curry dishes to MP. Butler is screen on Johnson. Back to Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Good on the triple. Curry's got 6 points.
That's not even a deep 3 for Curry. That's just pretty much his range at this point in his career.
For San Antonio, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Vassell, the pass to Hardy. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Hardy's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He could roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Now, here's MP. Pass to Curry. MP sets the screen for Curry. And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Rudy's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Podziemski. 12 points his last outing. Butler is screen on Wembanyama. Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And smooth dish from MP. That's talent and teamwork.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Hardy. Vassell outside. A 3-pointer off the mark. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
It seemed like any time they strung together a few baskets, they just went explode so quickly.
And the Spurs making a change here. Diabate's checked in. The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the night.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
For San Antonio, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. And it gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at them now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Now, here's MP. Curry outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Spurs trail by 7. Pass to Diabate. Now here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A solid all-around player. Johnson can be plugged.
Substitution on court.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Draymond Green is out there with MP. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Schroeder in at the point guard position. Moody the pass to MP. It's Schroeder top of the key. Clock at 6. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Pass to Branham. To the paint. Here's Diabate. And it's MP with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside, Green. Kuminga the pass to MP. Here's Moody. And the Warriors miss again. Spurs trail by 13. Knocks it loose. Oh, there's the strength training. Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
MP, no good.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Wembanyama. Here's Diabate. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Screen by MP. Nobody near Schroeder. And the Warriors miss again. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report. And some changes here for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Green. Podziemski's coming in for Moody. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. MP kicks to Curry. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
Like what? Like, what is going on right now?
Spurs trail by 9. 1:10 left now here in the second. Vassell, no good. Golden State's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Shots good by Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Here's Vassell. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Here's Castle. No scoring in this one. Podziemski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 11. MP passes to Butler. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
The Spurs making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. MP finds Butler. And here is MP. He's guarded by Johnson. MP passes to Curry. Back to MP. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Hardy. No good with the triple. And so it's the Golden State Warriors up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action in just a minute.
Well, I think for the Warriors, they didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas. They look surprised they're getting whoopings. I hope.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Golden State Warriors. Oh, thanks for joining us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Castle is out there with Hardy. And it's Vassell in at the 3. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Now here's Hardy. Now Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen on Butler. Out to the right wing. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
A legendary competitor. Butler with no fear taking it hard to the hoop.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's Castle. He's defended by Pajemski. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Curry is inside. Back to MP. Golden State moving it around. The shot by Curry, no good. Spurs trail by 17. Pass to Castle. And here's Hardy. Johnson outside. Wembanyama outside. And the rejection by MP.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Kuminga the pass to MP. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams that are going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Warriors leading by 17. MP finds Schroeder. Here's Moody. MP outside. Pass to Moody. MP with it. Here's Butler. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. San Antonio's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Green, he's checked in for the Warriors.
First team foul. Warrior substitution. Number 23.
A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Pass to Wembanyama. And just miss after miss right now.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diabate's checked in. Now here's Butler. To the inside. MP. Pass to Moody. Just 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Kicks it out to Schroeder, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Spurs making a switch here. Bynum's checked in.
Number 22,
The Spurs trail by 19. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Warriors, number 1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list. A moment to check out MP here.
substitution on the court.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Here's Rollins. MP dishes to Johnson. Back to MP. Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 6. The tray. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Gary Payton II. Rollins is out there with Johnson. And it's Green. And it's MP in at the center, locking down the middle. Screen by MP. Rollins the pass to MP. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Over to the left wing. Wembanyama down low. Payton's there. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Different look here for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Gary Payton. Podziemski, he's checked in for Johnson. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Rollins. MP finds Curry. Fires for 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Hardy. Johnson outside. Buried from 15 feet out.
This is a shot he works on. Johnson striving to be consistent from all 3 levels.
Warriors leading by 14. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Kuminga, screen on Wembanyama. Outside Curry, 5 on the clock, and stolen by Vassell. Wembanyama passes to Johnson, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Ooh, we're getting a chance to see Johnson's athleticism. This man can really get up and throw it down.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. MP outside. And Curry has it in the corner. Some nice passing by Golden State. Butler goes in. MP kicks to Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And the Warriors lead by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Warriors.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seems.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And so many times we see someone step up and take charge. And tonight that happened here. It was a nice performance for MP.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Now here's Johnson. A 3 from Wembanyama. No good on that one.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Curry passes to MP. Back to Curry. The 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hassel misses. Here's MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
This is what the coaches are telling MP. No one can guard you in there. Go eat.
Down low. And there's the bucket from MP. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily.
Good game, MP. Way to bring the effort tonight. Yeah, MP. Way to bring home that W.
I hate the Spurs. Make sure you win tonight, or it's a long flight home.
Like that's kicking.
Showtime, MP. True ballers. Smoking. Over here.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Well, MP has told us that being an all-star is important to the way he wants to lead his team. And he's made it a goal to show everyone that he deserves that spot.
And in terms of those all-star aspirations, the results so far haven't been what MP hoped for. His stats, his performance in matchups, we see there's lots of room for improvement. But knowing MP, that's room he could make up in short order and start looking more like the exceptional star he wants to be.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Moody, and it's MP in at the center position, locking down the middle. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich. I asked him outright how he planned to deal with Steph Curry. How does anyone deal with him, Coach joked. He went on to say, we'll try to contest every shot and chase him off the arc, but emphasis on try. Not easy to solve a problem with no good solution, I guess, B.A.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Curry. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
Just so fun to watch Steph Curry shoot a jump shot. It doesn't get any better than watching this guy pull the trigger.
Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
Well, B.A., it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. The Spurs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. Taking a look at the Rockets. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
James finds Fox. To the inside, Wembanyama. Oh, he hammers that one down right in the face of MP.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's MP. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Screen by MP. The three is up. Curry's shot is off.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Back to Fox. Launches a three. Connects from downtown. Fox has got 5.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Vassell. The Warriors also with a sub. Kuminga's checked in. Now here's Curry. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The floater. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's MP. Pass to Pajimski. Now MP. 4 on the clock. To halt the run. Curry with another miss.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
That's got to frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you want him taking that kind of shot. I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
It's James on the wing. Back to Trent. Fox deciding where to go with it. Wembanyama, screen on Butler. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Here's Pajimski. 9 points in his last outing. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
MP outside. Curry passes to Butler. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
I don't think there's a moment on the floor that Jimmy Butler does not feel the utmost confidence.
Fox with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Here's Castle. No made baskets yet. And there's another one for the Spurs.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
Well, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Wembanyama finds James. Here's Castle. Wembanyama screen. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio. Warriors will go with a different look here. MP's checked in for Kuminga. Jimmy Butler comes in for Payton. Podziemski's checked in for Moody. And it's Curry in for Schroeder. San Antonio leading by 18. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Gary Trent. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Diabate in at the force line. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Now here's Fox. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
MP going all out to get the denial. He really wanted that block.
Here's MP. Butler, a screen on Wembanyama to the paint. And it's Butler with the jam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. For San Antonio, they've gone 8 of 15 in the second. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves stepped up to deliver. He ended with 15 points, and he was his usual self on the glass, piling up the rebounds. He was effective in that game, finding ways to be useful out there. Back to you guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the Spurs. They led by as many as 18 coming into this, having notched a win against the Lakers in their last game.
You have to respect their ability to stay consistent away from home, keeping their cool and making quality shots.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
James is checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Trent. The Warriors also with a sub. Moody's checked in for Draymond Green. MP, the pass to Curry. Oh, Butler getting aggressive.
A little show of power from Jimmy Butler up there on the rim.
San Antonio leading by 13. Here's Wembanyama. Tries again, and it's good on the lay-in. Wembanyama's got 10 points in the game.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Now here's Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Butler's shot is good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Three-pointer, Fox. The Warriors pull it in. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Yeah, the issue in that one was simple. They didn't hit the glass. They got bullied and outworked.
I think you can be a little bit rattled when you lose the physical battle as badly as they did in that game. That can be tough to shake off. So it's a matter of getting over those doubts and finding yourself again.
And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so the San Antonio Spurs ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Howdy, folks. Which teams are hot and which are not? Guys, what's it like to be at the top of this chart?
It always feels good.
And turning back to our first half, things going well, extremely well for the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for tuning in.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. MP is out there with Jimmy Butler, and it's Moody in at the 3. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Here's Castle. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Pass to Fox. James outside. And here's Vassell. There's the triple. Counted from distance. Vassell's got 5 points.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Moses Moody.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
That's definitely part of the game that Fox wants to work on. This hasn't been easy for him in the past. A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Vassell. 5 points in the game. Here's Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got 4 assists in the game.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Here's MP. Screen by MP. Curry passes to MP. Can't hit from in close.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Here's Castle. Second shot opportunity. Wembanyama finds James. They get it back. That's tipped. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. And now a look at the toughest defenses around the league. The Warriors, #1. San Antonio in second.
Both teams really take pride in their defense and shutting one another down, which is kind of refreshing to see in a league widely dominated by offense.
Fox against Curry. And De'Aaron Fox. Sensational play. Fox has got 11 points.
Becoming more confident and a little bit more poised in terms of how he scores is De'Aaron Fox.
Pass to Curry. MP, a screen on Fox. Ooh, pops the J after a cagey pass fake. Curry's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Now here's Fox. 11 points in the game. Got a piece of it. Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
MP scanning the floor. Pass to Curry. The shot. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. 14 points for him. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Castle. Now here is James. Inside. Here's Butler. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by James.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Vassell finds James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Greg Popovich has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Pass to Diabate. Trent for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And we know how much Trent Jr. loves to shoot it from deep.
Golden State has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. We've got Devin Vassell. He's out there with Gary Trent. And it's Branham in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio 5.
Substitution for your Spurs.
And here are the Warriors now. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Green off the drive. Rollins, no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Champagne's shot is off. Here's Golden State. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. And that game will mark the end of a 4-game trip. Outside Schroeder puts up a 3. And again, no good by Golden State. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Butler's checked in for Draymond Green. Moody comes in for Kuminga. Podziemski's checked in for Rollins. And it's Curry in for Schroeder. Here's Branham. Up and in on the layup.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Outside Podziemski. That 3's off the mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Hardy. Pass to Diabate. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that. This right here, whew, this is how you want to play the game. With passion, with energy, just great hustle play right there.
Now here's Trent, down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, good pass from Trent Jr. When someone is uncovered on his team, he'll be sure to find them.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Outside Curry. Screen by MP. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 13 in the second half.
He can score on you in bunches. Curry doing it all in this one.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's Trent. MP with the block.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Spurs.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Victor Wembanyama.
I like his aggressiveness here tonight, especially on the glass. He was not messing around.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
Now here's Curry. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one is off. And it's San Antonio's ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Pass to Diabate. And here's Trent. Here's the pick. Inside. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass. And that's a double-double for him now.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one.
Chin up.